am the Angry Cook. Little apology in advance. I promised Tuscan chicken last week, as I suspected. I got about a third of the video that I needed, and that just isn't enough to do a video. Next week I will be doing it. I'm going to make it again probably Monday or Tuesday, and flip video back and forth, see if I got it. I've got some decent stuff from there, so we will be doing that. Second thing is, I haven't posted in a while, and I know that. I've been doing a bit of traveling back and forth. No, it's not pleasure traveling, and it's not business traveling. Just things that had to get done. And I've also run dry up here. I had absolutely no ideas for cooking, and I'm not just going to throw shit out there for you. Enough people do that. I'm trying to make things that I think are successful, that are good, and that are easy enough to make at home and make well. So I think I'm back on the track. I hope I'm back on the track. If I'm not, please bear with me. I'm trying as hard as I can. It just, ideas are hard to come by after 100 and some episodes, 120 some, I think it is, episodes. But if you have any ideas, throw them at me. If you want to see something, ask. I want to get cocktails going again. I said that already, I know before. But I do want to get it going again because I had fun with that. So what are we doing? Today we're going to be doing sesame chicken, like the episode title says. So, you know, surprise. What do we need? We're going to need a marinade first, which is not the chicken, sorry. We need a marinade first, which consists of the chicken, 2 cloves of garlic, and your handy garlic press or mince it well, half a teaspoon of pepper, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, half a teaspoon of salt, 3/8 teaspoon of baking soda. That's not what that is. This is baking soda. Jesus God. An egg, and 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Now you're asking about, you're probably saying, what the hell are you doing with baking soda? Well, I did the experiment last night. We're debating about what to have when, because I knew I wanted to do this. Not this, but this. And I made meatloaf last night, and we were kind of disappointed. This is pork, veal, and regular hamburger. I cut a pound package in half, and so I've got 2 meatloafs I can make. The last one I made was kind of tough. Don't know why. So I had heard of a procedure where if you put 3/8 of a tablespoon, 3/8 of a teaspoon or so of baking soda, make a little slurry with it with a little bit of water, and put it in with the meat and let it sit for 15 minutes, it'll tenderize the meat. There's a whole a scientific principle behind that, and I'm not a scientific guy, so it has to do with keeping the moisture internal rather than allowing it to dissipate. And it did actually do that, and it was very tender, and a lot of Chinese recipes are done with baking soda as an ingredient to tenderize it. So that's what we're doing. Part of the marinade, and what do we do with the marinade? He said, well, he puts his damn computer back up. We're going to cut the chicken first and foremost. We're going to make bite-sized pieces out of our chicken. And Jade is looking appreciatively because she knows that the chicken fat is going to her. And you can say, well, why? How can they eat raw chicken? Well, a dog's digestive system has much stronger acid than a human's digestive system. Hence, they can eat raw chicken. Most of them can. In fact, I know some people that give raw chicken legs and thighs and things like that to their dogs as protein. So, we'll save some for Bro, and Jade, of course, will have some. Because that's what Jade does. Some for Brody over there, because the Bro band needs it too. Oh, God. back in the bedroom with my wife, sleeping, which Brody does a lot. If he's not running after a ball, he's sleeping. Is what Brody does best. So, we're going to cut about 3/8 inch pieces, give or take. 3/8 inch squares. So let's cut those in half also. And get the soy sauce the hell out of your way, right? You see me measure, you know I don't do it well. Anyway, that's it. So we're going to put those in a bowl. And then we're going to wash our chickeny hands. Okay, into said bowl, we're going to be, hopefully, the damn thing cooperates. We're going to be adding our garlic, big garlic cloves, big garlic flavor. We love garlic, so it's not a problem. If you don't like garlic, use less. I don't recommend it, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? But we love garlic. Alright, what else do we need? We got the chicken baguette, we tie the hummus, well, you know them up. Half a teaspoon of the thing I like about this is the fact that it accumulates stuff in the bottom, so you can sometimes use that. But we're going to do about half a teaspoon. And then we're going to do 1.5 teaspoons of lab oil. No, of soy sauce. What an idiot you are. That's more like 2, but so what? So what? Half a teaspoon of salt. I knew I had it. Yay. And this is the marinade, so we don't really care a whole lot if we get shell in there. So I'm going to do 3/8 of a teaspoon of baking soda. So I'm going to do a heaping teaspoon, or heaping 1/4 teaspoon of that, and 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. We got slightly less than a pound of chicken, so we're going to do slightly less than 3 tablespoons, but really doesn't matter. Really doesn't. Again, this is a marinade, so. Now, what are you going to use to mix it? You're going to use the most valuable tool in the kitchen, which is your hands. And you're going to mix it all together. Get the garlic down there, get all that good stuff together. Mix, mix, mix. And we're going to let this sit for 40 minutes in the fridge to marinate. And there's the gloppy mess. So into the fridge it goes, and we'll be back in a bit. Hopefully it's not going to rain, and we'll be able to do this outside on the major burner. Because we're going to deep fry these guys. So we'll see you in a bit. Hang on. Well, 40 minutes are gone. All but 10 seconds of it. So we're going to coat our chicken, our marinated chicken, in cornstarch, more cornstarch. So we have a cup of cornstarch. Cornstarchy goodness, boys and girls. We have a rack, we have something under our rack to catch drippings, so we're not wiping the table off a lot. That's a bit big. Let's cut that in half. Let's put several in here at one time. And they tell you to keep a wet and a dry hand. Somehow that never seems to work for me. I don't know why. Because they all seem to be wet. You want to get a good coating on here of cornstarch. This works, I believe, as well as anything else. Both will work. Ranging in complexity. The same guy had large chunks of pepper and onion in with his, which I thought was interesting. In fact, it was probably pretty good. I don't have any pepper with me right now, so I didn't do that, but that's an option for you in the future. After your chicken's done, remove most of the oil, all but a couple of tablespoons full. Put the chunks, about three-quarter inch chunks of pepper and onion in and saute it, stir fry it well, and add it to put the sauce in, add the chicken to it, and there you go. And it's a very nice stir fry. I think that would be awesome. I really like that idea. I almost went to the store and bought some green pepper, but I didn't. Yeah, I know I'm a lazy fuck. I can't help it. I normally give that to the dogs, but it's got garlic in it, so we're not going to do that. But you know how I feel about dogs with garlic and onion. Not just me, but the American Veterinary Association isn't so happy about it either. So we're dusting this nicely. You want the pieces to be very well coated. You want to rest these for at least 15 minutes so that the cornstarch and the wet ingredients get a good chance to mix together and keep this coating on, so you have a nice crispy sesame chicken. You'll see in the video too, the ketchup for the sauce. You'll see a little snippet where I'm taking tomato sauce and basically in a pot on a burner and thickening it because I don't have any tomato paste or tomato ketchup. I used all that in my meatloaf, so I was not well prepared for this. But subs can happen, man. Use Google substitutes. Sometimes they work really well, sometimes not quite so much. What was it? I did the one recipe where I substituted butter and milk for heavy cream, and it didn't work out so well. So next time I did it, I used heavy cream, and it worked out perfectly. So sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But it's always worth a try. And I'm almost done here. Of course, you get an itchy nose when your fingers are all messed up. That's a cup of cornstarch. If I didn't say that, I probably did. I repeat myself more than here. See how the wet's coming through because these were all coated just like this. If I didn't say it, I don't think I did. Both cams are working. That's my Kodak Easy Share, and here's the GoPro. So both are working. Hopefully this will turn out well, and we'll have a good recipe out of it. A good video out of it. And I'm going to get rid of my necky fingers. And okay, while our chicken is sitting, we're going to make our sauce for our sesame chicken. That. Yes. Okay. Freaking recipe out again. I've already done this, of course, but I forgot to turn the camera on when I did it, so I'm doing it again. I'm just a mess. I mean, honest to God. Alright, to make the sauce, we need 2 tablespoons of honey. We're going to rough measure this. 1, looks like a tablespoon at the bottom. 2. We're going to use, where are we? 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. 1, 2, 3. We need 2.5 tablespoons of soy. As my things come apart. So we do 1 that. We need 2 tablespoons of ketchup, tomato sauce that I made, and mixed with smoked paprika, apple cider vinegar, garlic powder, salt. I think that's about it, actually. And it looks like ketchup. A little different, but it would pass as ketchup. Where am I? Tablespoon of rice wine vinegar. Tablespoon of cornstarch. That's the thickener. Couple of tablespoons of water. Remember, don't add hot water to this because the cornstarch may start to activate and you're not ready to thick again. And whisk nicely. Now we have our sauce and our chicken and our sauce. Chicken has done 10 minutes or so ago. So there's our sauce ready. Our chicken's ready. Next step is going to be outside after I check the weather to make sure we don't rain coming. And otherwise we're doing it back here on the stove on the wok. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes. We'll see you in a couple of minutes. Duh. No, we're not going to see you in a couple of minutes. We need to prep our green onions too. Got these at the farmer's market yesterday. Got some nice big ones, so I'm going to save these for later for us for salads. I'm going to wash these. We're going to take, very nice, jeez. Cut the very tops of those off, I think. We're going to cut them the bottoms off too. Jesus. Wait, this isn't a rated show because I can take it off the air. We're going to cut these into, we can cut diagonal. Let's do that just for S's and G's. Thinly though, a little bit on the thin side. We're not going to cook these. These are for, or I may throw a couple in the pot, or in the, when I throw the sauce and chicken on, I may put half of them in and leave the other half as garnish. We'll see. See what propels me at the moment, shall we? We have a nice combination. I may separate those a little more into whites and greens, but you never know what I'm going to do next, do you? Alright, that's our prep work. So we'll see you in a little bit outside, I hope. As you can see, I don't have toasted sesame seeds, so I am just putting them in a fry pan, a cast iron fry pan, and we're going to toast them. Keep your eye on these. Toasting goes very quickly, and they'll go from toasting to burning in a matter of microseconds. So pay attention. Okay, so we've, forgot I zoomed on that. Got a nice little golden brown on these guys, so these are good. As soon as I started to smell the nutty smell, I knew we were done, so I just grabbed it off real quick. Some of them are getting a little toasty. Remember, cast iron stays hot, so you got to get them out. Okay, we've got our chicken covered, of course, because we're outside. We have our sauce. We have our toasted sesame seeds, which you saw a little video of doing. We have our chopped scallions. We have a container to put the oil in when we're done with it, because we're going to use this again to finish off. We have a bowl back here to put the chicken in when we're done, or when the whole shebang in, actually. And we have our spider. This is a little easier. Let's check temp. Okay, it's over 400, but it's going to drop pretty damn quickly when we get food in there. We're going to do about half at a time in 2. Okay, here we go. We're going to cook these till these are nice and golden brown. You want to keep moving them a little bit to keep them from sticking together initially. It is looking really nice. Get you out of here. This was about 12 ounces of chicken when it went in. So I think this will feed too nicely. And away we go. Let's temp up again. Alright, everybody out of the pool. And turn the heat down a little bit. We are in the process of finishing up. I hope it doesn't break my measuring cup. And awesome. Left a little bit at the bottom. We are going to start our sauce. And it's thickening up nicely. Yes, nice. In goes the chicken, coated. Sesame seeds. Burners off. Yep, wrong way. You see that? Going to put it in a bowl. drizzle a little bit of sesame oil over it. Don't forget that. Don't forget dope like me. Just mix that up a little bit more inside. Put some of that on and voila. So thank you all for coming out for Sesame Chicken. We'll see you next time on The Angry Cook.